Hello, everybody. My name is Carlos Moreira. I am the founder and CEO of Wisekey, a NASDAQ-listed company focused on cybersecurity. It is a pleasure for me to be with you guys in building walls together, better walls together. This is the subject of the conference. It's also the subject of the mission statement of Wisekey. So we're going to be discussing how the metaverse is going to change our lives from all aspects. It's going to change the way we authenticate ourselves. It's going to change the way we authenticate our objects, as objects are going to become virtual and we're going to be interacting with digital twins of physical objects. We're going to be discussing how those objects are traded. How can we use cryptocurrency and decentralized financing as a way to create what we believe is going to be the largest ever deployment on the internet. We are talking here about Web 3.0, which is the third generation of the World Wide Web. I had the opportunity and also the chance many years ago when the web was invented here in Geneva. I was at that time expert of the United Nations, and we were one of the initial nodes of the web. So we at that time already visualized if this gets exponential, which is exactly what has happened, what are going to be the consequences for people identity, for private data? How can we secure our objects? How can we trade them without being in the current situation where the web is still a very unsecure environment, where basically every day you have news of people, hacking data, usurping identities, stealing NFTs, trading copies of NFTs and other things like that. So the Web 3.0 and the metaverse will inherit the issues we had before. So this only with technology and a very focused, laser-focused approach on the problems that we can make this an amazing experience. So Wisekey, back in 2018, actually, we started to move big time into everything related to cryptocurrencies. We established one of the first blockchain integrations with cybersecurity and identity management. Wisekey was founded in 1999, so our crypto experience goes back for 23 years. And we put that crypto experience and cybersecurity experience to the service of this new revolution, which is the Web 3.0 and everything related to the NFTs and the metaverse. The way we see it is that Wisekey has been able to secure 1.6 billion objects. So those are objects that, like drones, like computers, like mobile phones, like luxury items, like watches, that they have embedded a microprocessor that is manufactured, designed and manufactured by Wisekey. That's what we call the Volt-IC. Those are very tiny semiconductors that we embed physically into the object and create a unique identity to the object. So that object from that moment is traceable. You can trace them through 5G, you can trace them through GPS, you can trace them even through satellites, as Wisekey is now operating a constellation of Pico satellites, which are IoT satellites, and they are owned by the company. Actually, they were launched just a week ago. And through those satellites, you can trace and track and trace all the objects that include that identity. So this is ideal for inventory management, to make sure that the objects are not counterfeited. Illicit trade is 2.5 trillion problem, and obviously objects needs to be digitally tagged as a way to reduce the possibility of copying them and selling them on the internet as a fake copy. So that's the first layer, is what I call the identity layer. Then with the same technology, Wisekey started to create digital twins of that identity. So the vision was that if an object has a physical identity, what about if we create the NFT of that identity at the same moment? Then we issue the identity and we store in the microchip. So Wisekey is the first company in the world to do that. So this has amazing applications for art. So we deploy around a Wise.art NFT platform. It's like a type of an OpenSea marketplace where you sell art and you sell NFT related to the art, but that NFT is related to the identity of the object. So there's a physical object. Imagine a painting in a museum. Imagine a bottle of very expensive wine. Imagine a very luxury car, and the owner wants to sell both the object and the NFT, or only the NFT, or only the object. So those are possibilities that you can do through the Wise.art marketplace. Wisekey is also working with many museums, art collectors, auction houses, to develop technology that will speed up the process of providing provenance. As you know, a lot of art is fake art. Art is actually one of the most, I will say, unregulated industry on earth. Historically, people didn't want to disclose art for many reasons. And art, if it's traded in the dark web with dark money, it obviously creates a huge illicit trade problem. So the vision of Wisekey there was that every single transaction needs to be authorized. It's like a KYC process. And we have developed in our platform, WiseArt technology, that allows you to go all the way into the provenance of the object, digitally sign every single provenance document, certification, things that they had been issued on behalf of that specific object. And that provenance is digitally signed, is time stamped, and a digital certificate is generated. That digital certificate lives on the blockchain together with the identity of the object. And then the NFT encapsulates all that information so that if anyone wants to be sure that the NFT is real, is an NFT that corresponds to the original, they can trace back all the way into the origins of the provenance. We also provide cold storage. One of the problems now that is being facing, especially now NFT is becoming a very big economy. Everybody's saying that NFT could become the next Bitcoin. So that means that a lot of people are sitting on NFTs on their computers, in some cases on unsecure marketplaces, and they are getting stolen. Those NFTs are getting compromised. So Wisekey provides a very unique service, which is cold storage of NFTs. We do that in bunkers in Switzerland, in the Swiss Alps. Those are military bunkers, and they were decommissioned many years ago. And they have been used as now to store data, to store crypto, and now cold storage is becoming a major industry for those bankers. So this is another service we provide to our clients. They can not only buy secure NFTs, not only trade with clean money, but also at the same time, they can store in secure facilities. So if they need to recover, they know where to go and when to go. The company is also deploying during this year its own cryptocurrency with the name Trusteecoin. This was announced. Trusteecoin is being tested together with a new platform. By the way, the new WiseArt platform is going to be announced in 3 days by the end of January, and it will include many new artists and many new assets that they are being traded into the platform. So this new cryptocurrency with the name Trusteecoin design is that it will be, people will require to authenticate themselves and authenticate the source of funding of their wallets as a way to enter into a transaction inside the platform. The reason we are doing that, although we also allow anonymous transaction, is that when the transaction becomes very important, several hundred thousands of dollars, we will want traceability back again to the source of funding. And the reason is because we're trying to avoid the platform to be used for illegal transactions like money laundering. Many of our clients are international organizations, NGOs, philanthropies, and they obviously would like to seize the opportunity of using NFT as a way of financing themselves, but they have to be very careful that the money that they are getting from the sale of those NFTs is clean money and is money that do not has any issues. So this complementarity on the vision of Wisekey is unique in the market. Again, we position ourselves like an end-to-end platform. Everything is inside Wisekey. We don't need to go anywhere outside of the company to do a very successful NFT transaction. As you know, we also have the company also by the acquisition of Arago, which is AI company a year ago. We also have AI capabilities, which are being tested now to analyze the data generated by those NFTs and being able to help collectors and also museum and others to define some predictability analysis on data behavior. So this is also very unique and powerful. Wisekey also works with brands, means that in some cases it will make sense to provide the Wise.R as a white label platform. So imagine a very big brand, luxury brand, and they would like to sell NFT inside their ecosystem within their own website. So we provide white label services. We have several clients already doing this, and this is going to grow very fast. So Wisekey, as I mentioned, is one of the key players on NFT. It's been recognized as an early player in the market. We came into this very early before anybody else. Our cybersecurity DNA and the technology and the patents that we have in IoT is going to accelerate. We believe NFT is going to be NFT of everything, not only art. Everything is going to have an NFT, whether it's intellectual property, whether it's infrastructure, whether it is real estate. In the future, everything needs to be NFT, because you need to be an NFT before you can enjoy the metaverse. And as you know, many companies like Meta.com, like Microsoft, like NVIDIA and others, they are moving big time into the metaverse. And I think it's a unique opportunity to bring the security and cybersecurity services on data protection and identity protection that Wisekey provides in the Web 2, bring it to the Web 3. So thank you very much for your attention. If you need more information about Wisekey, please go to the Wisekey website, wisekey.com,